Hiya and welcome back to my channel, or if you've never seen this crazy chick before, welcome to my channel. Yeah, I'm wearing really heavy makeup today, but that's because I'm going out tonight with some of the girls, some of the mums from the playgroup down at the local pub, and I don't get the opportunity to go out very often, so I am covered in makeup. I've done a really heavy look, I've got heavy eyes, heavy on the old highlight, which we'll come to in a minute. But yeah, I'm really excited about going out tonight. And one of my favourite things ever is highlight. I mean, I cannot live without my highlighter. If I had one product that I could take with me on a desert island, it would be, well, other than foundation, eyeliner, mascara, lipstick. You get the gist. You have to wear everything else. You can't just wear highlighter on its own. I wish I could, unless you've got absolutely beautiful, perfect model skin, which of course we all have, because nobody isn't perfect. We are all perfect in our own way. Some are just a little bit more perfect than others. And that perfect list, I'm right at the very bottom of that list. But no, jokes aside, I absolutely love highlighter. Highlighter is just like, I think it's one of the best things ever invented. I mean, look at that. I mean, I love it. It's just gorgeous. I love anything that reflects the light away. I'm a proper magpie, me. I love sparkles. And yeah, I am obsessed, totally obsessed with highlighter. So I thought I would do a video today with all my highlighters I have. Now I will warn you, it's going to be a long video. Well, no, I will get through as quick as I can. But yeah, I love it. So I thought I'd start off with my palettes first, my highlighter palettes first, because I really do. I like to mix them. I like to put more, layer. I basically love to go out. I mean, when I used to go out partying and clubbing when I was younger, a couple of years ago, I would go out looking like a disco ball. I'd be cha-chang. I just love it. I love anything that sparkles. Proper magpie. So anyway, we will get on with the palettes that I've got. And the first palette that I'm going to show you that's got a highlighter in, it's not a highlight palette, but it has got a highlighter in, and that's the protection palette from Makeup Revolution. Now I didn't actually buy this. This was given to me by my mum, who ordered it and it arrived broken, and this bit here is broken. But it has the most beautiful highlighter in. It is lovely. It's a very subtle highlight. It's not sparkly really, it's a inner glow one. I'm going to move these lights around a little bit so that when I put, there we go, that's better. When I put the highlighter on, you can actually see what I'm doing. So we'll give that a swatch. That's what it looks like as a swatch on my finger. And that's what it is on my arm. So it's not overly shiny, it's just like one just to make the skin a little bit brighter as opposed to reflect. It's not glittery. Another palette that I've got, and this actually is the Strobe palette by Freedom. As you can see, it's well loved, and it's got highlighters in, but it's got this in, which I adore. It's a beautiful highlight. It's got a lovely shimmer to it. It's just really beautiful. Let's just put this down here so you can see it. I mean, you can see that is really buttery, isn't it? You can see that is just lovely. That is just so pretty, and when the light catches your eye, your face with that on, it just looks superb. Beautiful and gorgeous. Do you know what? I have actually got a palette missing. But not to worry. We will carry on. Another highlight palette I've got is this one, which is a Makeup Revolution one. And this was in the Christmas gift set that had the highlight palette and it had the blush palette. And these are just lovely. There's every colour highlight that you can possibly think of in there. Just everything for any occasion and any skin tone. And I'm going to show you, people, what these babies look like. So, I'm going to do the bottom row first, so that you've got this beautiful, like, taupey colour, which is like, it's a bit like an iced mocha, but not quite as dark. Then you've got this very, very pale, sort of peachy colour. Then there's this subtle baby pink, and then there's this, like, triple baked or baked highlighter at the end, which is this lovely pink colour. And those are the three. Aren't they just delightful? They are just lovely. I really like them. And they just look really lovely on the skin. So I can say I'm going to end up with hardly any arm space today. So I don't know if you can see. Subtle. Very subtle indeed. But enough to give you a bit of a glisten. So we'll go to the top ones now. Just brush my hands off. It's a good thing about highlighter is it doesn't stick. You've got this beautiful iridescent white colour, this mauvey, purpley, pink colour. Then there's a sort of a rosy colour, and then it wouldn't be complete without their signature white with gold marbling effect on there. So there are your colours again. Let's put these ones here. So they're the ones at the top. So again, extremely subtle and very blendable. Look at how beautiful they blend in. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I'll be looking at me in the pub tonight and go, God, you've got sparkly arms, girl. What have you been up to? So that's that palette. And the other palette that I've got is the Radiant, no, it's not the Radiant Lights, it's just the highlight palette. Because I was torn between this one and the Radiant Lights, and I actually went for this one. And I think I will possibly go for the Radiant Lights as well at some other point. But these are these ones here. So you've got, which are available in the shops as single items. So you've got your pink highlight, your pink lights, your peach lights and your golden lights. And they are available in your small round compacts, which are basically like this. This was in a gift, so it's not as big as what the other ones are, but that's what you've got. So you've got this absolutely gorgeous, like, it's supposed to be pink, but I think it's more of a mauve. Then you've got the peach lights, and then you've got the golden lights. I mean, woohoo! They are just psychedelic, absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to put them, I'm going to do them here. Now, bearing in mind, I haven't really pressed hard, but there you go. So there's your pink lights, your peach lights, and your golden lights. And they are just so creamy and dreamy. They are just absolutely beautiful. Love them. I mean, I think the palette, the overall palette is just lovely anyway. I mean, you get this beautiful mirror, beautiful big mirror, so that you can really get in and see what you're doing. I mean, just look at the sparkle on those. Aren't they just lovely? But they're not so in your face that you are going to look like this disco ball. You can wear them like just for ordinary, everyday makeup. So, okie dokie. I'm gonna go on to this one. This is a bit different because this is actually a Strobe cream, which is by Freedom, and again, very, very much loved. And it is lovely. It's just like well, it is a cream that you can either put on your face before your makeup or after your makeup. But it is literally just a cream, and it's very, very subtle, and it's really good for giving you an inner glow. fact, it's so subtle you can barely even see that, but it does really have a nice effect on the skin when you're wearing it. I said that I was going to go through this really quickly. Right, okay, so we'll go with these ones first because these are different makes. So we'll go with, first of all, I'll go with my MUA ones. Because I mistakenly thought MUA was owned by the same people that own Makeup Revolution and Freedom Makeup, and how wrong was I? So one of them I've got is the Opalescent Amber by MUA and the Undress Your Skin. That's a really deep sort of orangey colour in the pan, but when you actually put it on your skin, it's basically, on your finger it doesn't look much, but you can see it's a real glow within sort of look, so you don't necessarily just have to wear it on your cheeks. That, again, easily blendable, doesn't feel quite so soft and creamy in the pan as what the Makeup Revolutions and Freedom ones do, but it's alright. And then I've got the new one that's recently come out, which is the Radiant Cashmere, which I just think is absolutely beautiful. Again, it's very, like when you swatch it on your hand, it's a sort of very sort of goldeny colour, and then we'll put it on. I mean, that is just absolutely beautiful. That is really lovely, and again, nice and easy to blend. It's just, it is heaven. And then my last one from MUA was this, and this caused me quite a lot of problems, and this is the Strobe and Glow Highlight Kit. This caused me a few problems. I did actually mention this in a video a few weeks back. I bought this from Superdrug online, and when I used it on my makeup, it completely caked all around my cheek, and it just went this very, as if it had reacted badly to the makeup I was wearing. I used several different foundations. I used liquid foundation, I used powder foundation, and it just went the same all the time on the skin. So I took it back to Superdrug and said, look, you know, I'm not happy about this. They sort of said, well, we can't give you a refund, we don't think there's anything wrong with it. But one of the things that was wrong with it was that the magnetic bit had gone on here, and it just kept flopping open, which was a bit of a pain in the backside, if I'm honest. But they sent it off, and then MUA came back to me about 6 weeks later because Superdrug took so long to come back to me. Then MUA said, there's nothing wrong with it, we've tried it out, it's absolutely perfect, we're going to send it back to you. Brought it back to me, then realised that it was not the one that I sent off because that was broken, and this, as you can hear, isn't. And then when I actually came to apply this on my skin, it goes on like a dream. Whether I had a faulty one, I don't know. To be honest now, I don't really care because I really love this. This is a creamy highlighter, which is just really light and fluffy. It's beautiful. I'm going to put it on my hand. And look at that, isn't that just absolutely amazing? It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's got such an iridescent glow. Then you have to go with it a powder. So you can either use the powder on its own, which in itself is nice. It's very nice, very silky, no shimmer to it. Just a nice powder, which is great for highlighting underneath your eyes, etc. What you can also do is actually set your cream with the powder. So let me just set my cream with the powder. And then it tones it down so it's not quite so glittery on your face. But that is just lovely. That, to me, stunning. So this is now one of my go-to products. I really like it. Another one of my go-to products is this baby. Now I'm not going to open this because this is, I've just realised that this is my brand new one. And I've got my other one upstairs, and the highlighter is actually broken in the one upstairs, purely because I dropped it. Or Sophia dropped it, one of us dropped it, and it cracked, so I ordered another one. But you know what? No biggie, because this was £2.80, including postage, from Amazon. Can't really go wrong with that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, you would have seen me use this on my channel because I do use this a lot. It's a lovely golden colour. I just feel a bit loath to open up a brand new product when I've got one already open upstairs. See, again, I was in a rush. So there we go. Next, I'll go on to my two Freedom highlighters. Now, this one is ambient. Which again gives you a lovely highlight. This is perfect for during the day, for if you're out and about and you don't want the glittery highlight like I've got on now. It is just absolutely stunning. It feels to die for. It feels like silk. It is really like just the feel of it. It feels like silk. And just like putting it on my hand here, if you can see, it's a very subtle, very natural look. It's very, very beautiful. And I have to say, Freedom highlights are some of the best highlighters I've ever used. They are just absolutely incredible. And then we go on to my absolute favourite, which you can see how much I love this and how much I've used this, and this is diffused. Now, in the flesh it doesn't look particularly sparkly, but on the camera it does look really quite sparkly, but it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, it's not quite as soft and buttery as the ambient. It hasn't got such a soft feel, but try to find a place on my hand where I haven't got any. Oh, heaven. I don't know if you can see. It's there. That is just, it's amazing. And when you are wearing that on your face, it is just to die for. I always get comments of like, God, you look really healthy today. You look really, God, you're glowing, you know. What have you done different? And it's like, it's this highlighter. It is just really, really beautiful, and I really, really love it. And I do wear it quite a lot, as you can see. It isn't what I've got on today though. I'm trying to think, what have I got on today? Do you know, I can't remember what I've got on today. Isn't that typical? Actually, no, I know what I've got on today. I will come to that in a minute. So, we've done all that. So now it's back on to Makeup Revolution. Oh no, it isn't. I have one more actually. No, this came through the post yesterday. This I bought from eBay for £2.70 including postage. And it's a Technic one. And I tend to find that people sort of say, oh, it's a cheap and nasty brand. But I've got to say, do you know what? I've just looked at this, and this is actually cracked. I don't know if you can see, but there is actually a crack running down the centre here. Can you see that? So anyway, that has come like that. And it feels chalky. I will say it does feel really chalky, but there's a lot in that pan. I mean, you know, it's almost touching the plastic. There's a lot in it. It's jam packed full of product, and it's 12 grams, but you get a lot of product. So I'm just going to give this a swatch. And do you know what? Actually, now I've taken the top layer off of that, that actually feels quite silky. When I first tried that on my finger, I was like, well, that isn't very iridescent, is it? It's meant to be, it's called Get Gorgeous Highlighting Powder. I thought, well, that isn't very iridescent at all. But then, when I put it on my skin, I was like, nah, that isn't iridescent at all, until I went out in the sunlight. And when I went out in the sunlight, it was sparkling away like crazy. So, yeah, I don't think that's too bad actually. For the price, I think it's worth giving a go. Definitely worth giving a shot. It's, you know, I mean, even if I just find out that after a few weeks, do you know what, I really don't like it, then I can just give it to Sophia to play with, because she would love to play with that. But, yeah, oh, actually, you can see how iridescent that is now. I'm just going to put that on my hand. There. See, that is really, really nice. That is really nice. So, yeah, I mean, if I was to mark that, I'd probably give that probably about a 7 out of 10. Because that is really, really lovely. Now, on to Makeup Revolution. And I've got a lot of products to show you Makeup Revolution wise, and you all know how crazy I am about Makeup Revolution. I idolise the brand, I idolise Freedom as well. Let's get on. Right, so the first one I have is the Sculpt kit, and this has got a highlighter inside. Well, you can see how much I love this kit. It is gorgeous, but the highlighter in this is especially nice. It is beautiful. And this is what I actually have on my skin today with, I have a little bit of a blush and heart on as well. Let me just put this on my skin. I don't know if you can see very well because the highlight video is probably not the best idea in the world, but that is that highlight there. Okay. Now, I'm going to go on to my other arm now because I just feel like it. Another one that I have was this, which is a Radiance Light, but this is basically what I have in the palette. It was having this that made me want to buy that palette in the first place because that is just lush. This I believe is the Peach Lights, which in the palette, in the pan on its own, seems to come across a little bit stronger than what it does in the palette. It might be just my eyes, but there you go. I also have this one, which is the Pro Illuminate, which again is just absolutely gorgeous. It's just such a big pan. I mean, I am never going to need another highlighter in my life, I don't think. I have enough to last me and Sophia for like forever. But that's that one. That's a really lovely golden glow. You can really see the peach light shining through on this one now. That's the Pro Illuminate one there. That's a very classy, understated look. So, yeah, that is pretty, really pretty. That's actually one of the first highlighters that I ever had. So I really love that. And then we have Radiant Lights in Glow. Now I am tempted to buy the palette of this because it does look absolutely stunning. But that is what you get. You get a lovely handy little mirror as well on the inside. This was in one of the mystery bags that Makeup Revolution done, and this was one of the free gifts. And do you know what? I am so glad that it was because I use this so much. I actually have this on today just to give me a little bit of warmth because this is actually a bronzy sort of colour. If you can see, there's a bronzy colour. I'll just go here. If you can see there, it's beautiful. And it gives you a real inner glow. It really is absolutely stunning. Sorry, I'll keep moving around. Sorry, my legs hurt today. I'm going to have to do a video about my pains, my aches and pains and whatever. And the fact that some days you'll probably also notice as well that I wear these patches, and a lot of people have said to me, oh, is it because you're giving up smoking? No, I gave up smoking 14 years ago. These are Bootrans patches, which are basically like a morphine substitute. They're a painkiller, and it's because I have a condition called fibromyalgia. And if I don't wear these, then on some days I can't walk. I can't put one foot in front of the other because I am in absolute agony. and this is how I cope with other medications as well. So I've gone off on another tangent, haven't I? So just get back. Okay, back to highlighters. Also, and I've classed these as being highlighters because these are the Shimmer Bricks by Makeup Revolution, obviously. And you've got the Rose Gold and you've got Radiant. The Rose Gold one is the darker one of the two, and this is lovely because you've got all these different colours. There's 5 different colours in there that you can actually use individually. I have used these as eyeshadows that look really, really beautiful. This is beautiful to go in the corner of your eye and under your brow. These are beautiful for your eyes, and then you can just wear them all together. I hate doing this because I don't like my OCD. It really drives me nuts. But that is an absolute beautiful bronzy highlighter. I love it. It's gorgeous. Then you've got the lighter one, which is Radiant, which you've got a dark one in there again, but I think these are more like cappuccino-y, chocolatey colours. I'll give this a... hate doing that. So you can see that it's a bronzy sort of highlighter. And I do actually have these just a little bit on here. Like I said, I love to layer my highlights because I am a glitter girl. Okay, and the last few, you'll be glad to know, the last few products I've got are the Blushing Hearts. Now, these are actually blushes, but they are so light that on my skin, I think of them as a highlighter as opposed to a blusher. And you'll see what I mean, because you've got this beautiful peach, beautiful pink, and beautiful highlighter, white colour. To me, that reminds me a little bit of a Neapolitan ice cream. I just think that that is stunning. This is the Iced Hearts one. I'll show you the individual colours. Gorgeous. I don't know if you can actually see these 3 here. Gorgeous. Give it a swirl all together. Gorgeous. Now that to me is definitely a highlighter, not a blusher. And I think to have that as a blusher, you'd have to have white skin, which I don't think, well, not many people have. So there's that one, and I love it. And then we have the deeper one, which is Peachy Pink Kisses, which again is a blusher, which again I think is a highlighter. This is like a peachy orangey colour, then you've got like a pink, and then the highlighter colour again. I'm going to do it on this wrist over here because I am running out of space and I'm contaminating everything. So if you can see, I would say definitely a highlighter, not a blush. Give it a mixture, all of them together. That's what they all look like together. So if you can see what I mean, that to me is not a blusher. That to me is definitely a highlighter. And I've said this for ever since I had these. That's what I personally think. But these ones are definitely, and this brings me to the end of my video. These are my last products that I have, but they are some of my most favourite products. We've got Golden Goddess, Goddess of Love, and Goddess of Faith. And they are beautiful. They all come in these cute heart shapes, which are just delightful. And it does tell you on the back, it does say on the back that they're all Goddess of Love, but you've obviously got this one that's Goddess of Love, and you've got this which is Golden Goddess, and then you've got this one which is Goddess of Faith. Let me just show you the Golden Goddess first, because that is beautiful. It's gold, obviously. God, you know, I am just sparkling with highlighter now. Beautiful texture. That's what that looks like on my finger. So See if I can get a really good close-up of that. Look at that, stunning. Hope you can see that beautiful goldeny colour there. Absolutely gorgeous. Then we have Goddess of Faith. Another one that is absolutely stunning. State of my hands. Just a glitter ball. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Pop that there. How gorgeous is that? And that was the Goddess of Faith, the Heaven. And then finally, no, not that one, Goddess of Love, which is this one, which again, amazing. This is this colouring I've got here. Stunning isn't a word that I would use for this because I don't think there is a word that can describe it. That is just beautiful. Let's put this somewhere that you're going to be able to see it nicely. On the back of my hand, look at that. Isn't that just amazing? Absolutely gorgeous. And they all blend really, really well. So I would say out of all my highlighter products, which I haven't got a lot really, have I? I mean, you must admit, I do need more. I think that my favourite highlighter product, well, I've got two actually. And my first one will always be the Diffused by Freedom, because I just think that is just gorgeous. It's lovely. And then the Goddess of Love, which absolutely stunning. So those are my two very favourite highlighters ever. So I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. I hope you would watch my other videos. I hope you subscribe. I hope you can give me a thumbs up. I do like to try and do as many videos as I can. I do hauls, I do all sorts. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will be doing another giveaway very, very soon. I'm thinking about giving away a Colour Chaos palette along with a Malibu, the one blush stick. We don't know, we'll have a look and see if I can add to that as well, but I'd like to do another giveaway. I'd like to be able to get up to 500 subscribers if I can. And what I'll do is I'll do it as a giveaway once I get to 500 subscribers. So please, if you want to see this giveaway, subscribe to me, give me a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. See you later, ta-ta for now, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.